Hey guys, this is KillRob speaking, and in today's episode of Great Engineer, Terrible Driver, we are going to design a 1995 super luxury car in automation and hot lap it in BeamNG.drive on the automation test track. What driver score will I achieve today? We shall find out. And there we are, setting the year to 1995. Okay, well there potentially are a lot of cars we could choose from. Let's switch to the variant view so that we see what... Oh, I spot something already. And it is this. A 2.1 meter wheelbase hatchback. No, not quite. This one, yes. That is a little bit more appropriate. We can make the luxury wagon. No, we're not going to do that either. But, so, 1995 is the year. What do we want to build here? Probably going to be full aluminium, because that is prestigious. We are probably going to use the light truck monocoque. Perfect for luxury car. No, monocoque chassis. And that one should be made out of corrosion-resistant steel. It's very costly, that steel, but, I mean, galvanization, not good enough. Large engine needs to fit in there, but we have a massive engine bay. And the engine probably needs to be long, because I want a lot of cylinders. So, how about front longitudinal? And of course, double wishbone for a car. No, stop right there, KillRob. This is not correct for the design. You need to consider the multi-link, which is just like double wishbone, but more adaptable. Yes, it's really good. And I almost faded into Indian accent there at the end. Anyway, so multi-link it is. Yes, that is even better. Now for the engine. An inline 12? Or maybe an actual V12? Yes, I think we are settling with a V12, the classic go-to option. Unless you want to have a V16. Just add a few more cylinders. This thing is so long. So damn long, it's almost useless. Anyway, yes, here we go. Block material. Oh yeah, 1995 they didn't have Alzi. And we don't have tech pull. So, there we go. But we are going to make it a... Oh, damn it. We don't want to make too much power. We need a massive capacity, because they love massive capacity. So how about we go with something... Holy shit, that fill factor, yo! That is not looking good. That will be expensive. Come on, fill factor. If it hits red, it means it's 1. And then you start paying out of your nose for servicing costs. Yeah, I mean, we can go red. 8 liters? How about 8 liters? There. No, 8.001. There needs to be the accurate 8 on there. That's perfect. So, engine bay fill factor. it's quite full in there, alright? But you don't have to maintain it. That is done for you. So that's good. Oh, one thing I forgot to consider. Now, dual overhead cam, that is way too performance heavy. And a pushrod head should cut a bit off. It doesn't cut off the fill factor. It only cuts off the actual size. Anyway, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Pushrod it is, because performance should be as low as possible. And I can hear you already. Pushrod is the best thing in the world. No, it isn't. It is quite outdated nowadays. It is very nice and compact, though. I have to give it that, and that's a definite benefit. So, what do we want to put in here? Forged steel. And why? Because it needs to be smooth, and these components are actually a little bit lighter, and that makes them smoother. Heavy-duty forged. And forged. We can't go lightweight forged with these things. Or should we? I mean, we can. Sure can. I don't think it will make too much torque. Torque would kill the internal components. So let's go with lightweight. I mean, we can afford it. And the cam profile super low. Yes. No turbocharge. Although turbocharger, now that you say it, a turbocharger is just like another muffler if you don't put any boost on it. Just acts like a muffler. It's great. There's another thing in the way that reduces noise. It's awesome. Unless you get choo-choo noises out of your blowholes. Because this car will be like a whale. No, no, no. Engine bay fill fact. No, 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 no. Poor little engine bay. It was trying to explode. Oh my god. Oh my god. Standard intake takes all the engine bay too. And I'm going to have an AFR, air to fuel ratio set that is not too limiting to our sportiness rating, because they want to have a little bit of sportiness in this one, even though it doesn't rev beyond ankle height. So, ignition timing, something lowish, 65, rev, something lowish, 550 to start out with. Yeah, it sounds good. Short cast, of course. Dual exhaust, as small as possible. I hope we don't make that much power. And then a freeway. Oh, dual reverse flow. Oh, okay, yeah, that's knocking. Good. I was like, oh, maybe we did go a little underpowered on this one. Nah, no worries. No worries. Oh, this is looking good. Maybe a little low, but that must be the exhaust limiting us here. Yeah, exactly. Now we're getting there. That's a little too high. Yes, oh, beautiful torque curve. That is the perfect torque curve for any kind of luxury, or that's just like cruising vehicle. You have anything from 1,300 revs to 3,300 revs is same torque. And then it just drops off slightly, like a lazy engine. Basically, that means whatever gear you're in, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry too much about this pesky shifting thing. That's for losers anyway. So now we just need to adjust octane a little bit again. Compression. Now we have knock. There, now we got rid of knock. Yeah, 322 horsepower. I think that's perfectly fine. Let's have a quick look at the engine. Holy shit. Yes. It's a massive chunk of steel. Not steel. Alloy. Aluminium. Yes. And test it. Here we go. If you can't hear it, that means it's quiet. Now for the car itself. We're going with the sedan version, of course. Yeah, that's the only good fit. And I'm going to do the design later on, but for now, I think, are we going with blue? No, that's not a nice blue. Brutal black. Let's make a better shiny black. A little flaky black. Just slightly flaky. Very shiny. Something like this, and then just the tiniest amount. Boop. Yeah, that shimmers slightly blue. Just ever so slightly. If we go one more click. It's almost a little too much already, isn't it? Although that gives it a mysterious look. I have to give it to that. So if we make it a little darker, maybe we can add a bit more. Yeah, that's a nice paint. Nice paint. After some morphing is done, I think this is still looking okay. I gave ourselves a bit more wheel arches, but only a tiny... No, that's not a tiny amount, Kirop. That is way too much. But now for the actual design. Prestigious all-wheel drive. That would make it quite drivable too. But a car back then, 1995... It's not a car that is made for racing at all. So let's go with advanced automatic 5 gears. Wow, 5 gears? Oh shit, the estimated top speed is a little high. It's almost scary. Viscous diff, because that is... it's smooth. Very smooth. Radial tires, medium compound. 205s. Don't need massive tires on this, although it will be heavy. The real question is, how large can we make them? Those wheels. These are 65s. I don't think I want to go much bigger than this. As in rims, because that just makes the car uncomfortable. The tires play a vital role in dampening the oscillations from the vibrations from the road. So that would be lost, and then you get elite ass cancer in there. That's not good. Our car is not supposed to be known for elite ass cancer. Nope. For the brakes, yes. I start with 300 in vented discs. I don't want to have any brake fade, but they, well, will be hard to avoid, I guess, because pad type is going to be set to something like, yeah, I think 20 is good for a car like this. Very, very smooth feel. Should we go with a fully clad undertray is my question, really. Because that gives us top speed, and top speed gives you prestige. Although we can dampen that top speed slightly by going with a bit more airflow. Ha! A seating configuration for plebs. Nope, nope, nope. Also, speaking of whales, we are going to install the finest of whale penis leather in this one. So this will be all handcrafted leather interior and luxury CD player inside. Probably is going to need something like +3 or +4 quality on this, and a variable hydraulic, yes, power steering. A little bit of feel. We don't want to kill sportiness instantly by choosing the electric, like the Super Sponge. Super Sponge mode engaged. You don't feel anything on the road. Traction control and ABS, yes. Advanced 90s, yes. The people riding inside are probably worth more than the car. Oh, suspension. Yes, active comfort. That is where you want to invest for a car like this. And where are we going with this? Luxury Superior. Yes. Oh, it's now called Luxury Premium. Did we change that name? But this car is set up way too hard. This is not good. Comfort. There we have it. That's much better. 108. Affordability 99%. Well, that sounds good to me. Like, this car is dirt cheap. So now we have to revisit all the tabs. Whoa, that gearing is not sufficient. How fast is this thing? This is scary. Okay, yes, maybe a little lower gearing. We can optimize it for the best possible 80 to 120 time. Sportiness is being killed by this. We do need much larger front rotors, maybe 350s. And probably 4-piston, actually. Yeah, that helps. That helps a lot, makes it smoother. We are reaching 295 kilometers now with this car if we really wanted to. That is scary fast with the land whale like this. What is our stopping distance again? 42 meters. Oh, that's impressive. How much energy is going to go into those brakes then? How much does the car weigh? Almost 2 tons. Alright, that's not excessive. I think that points clearly to more whale penis level needed. Yeah, let's give it a bit of a bump. We are only at 42.7 months of engineering time, but that is using the new system for engineering time, which is adding them as perpendicular vectors for each tab. So each tab is a vector in n-dimensional space. So now it's getting a little expensive, but the GT Premium and Luxury Premium guys still love it. Maybe I should make it a little bit more drivable and less sporty. How do we do this? Well, you can easily make it more... Ooh, it's a lot more expensive too. This is looking quite good. So now just recheck the brake performance. That's spot on. Yeah, sportiness, brake fade. But I mean, who's crazy enough to drive this on a track, right? Right? But now our land whale is done and very void. So let me do some kind of quick visual design as well. Okay, well that took a while. Here we have the Elite. I've not settled on a name yet, but yeah, this is actually not too terrible looking for being a killer of design. I tried to invest some effort into actually making some layering going on here, as you can see. That isn't half shabby. Yes, I decided to make them not chrome because there was just too much chrome on it for 1995, definitely. Even like this, it's a little too much chrome. Just a reasonably subtle sideline there, and then from the front, yeah. Anyway, it's a solid design once again. Solid, not more. I'm quite pleased. It's probably the most complex thing I've ever designed in automation. That tells you something. But now that we are so happy with this design, I think it is time to give it a name. There we have it. It is called the Wilhelmsburg. And the trim is called the König. Of course it is. The engine is the Falkland V12 and the trim name, or the variant name, the 8KC. The C is for comfort, the K is for 1000. So it makes perfect sense. What a beautiful car. Now we have to send it around the test track. Alright, let's see what it does. No, not that test track. The one we can drive. This one. Yes, here we go. Well, acceleration is decent, as we know. It doesn't look any faster than our little sports coupe we built last time. And down to the slingshot at 200. Yeah, it just keeps going. Oh, it has to slow down here. 190 in the slingshot, okay. And we are on the finish straight. And it does it in 2:32.55. That is the time we're aiming for. And there we have it, the Wilhelmsburg König. Yes, I had to change the letter in there because it turned a question mark. We don't know umlauts, no? And let me just remove these warnings and errors because I'm on the QA branch. And there we go. There we have the Wilhelmsburg. It doesn't look too bad. Looks like a proper car. I've outdone myself. Okay, let's see how it drives. Let's give myself a little bit of a warm-up. I think the engine is on. It's so damn quiet, I can't hear it. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, okay. So this thing, of course, is automatic. So how does that work? Parking? Drive? Oh shit, it's driving. I was only on the clutch. I don't need the clutch this time. Oh, look! Brake lights are working! This is so cool. It's so cool that we got this to work. So we do want to be in drive? What other... Oh, we have sport mode! Do we have anything else? Oh, 1, 2... Oh, okay. So sport mode it is, I guess. It is very quiet, but it feels superb. A little bit of oversteer there, nice. Ooh, a little bit. That's quite a lot. Let's see if we can take it at maximum speed on this one. This is scary. Definitely not. No. Okay, I think we are ready. So, the handling of this thing. Apart from a bit of weird instability during braking, the rear tends to go out again. Maybe the rear brakes are just a little bit too strong. And that could actually be due to having a little bit too much grip in BeamNG versus automation. Because that would mean there's more weight transfer to the front, which means the rear lights up. And then the brake force is still that in automation. So that means the rear brakes lock up. And that's not good. But we are somewhat ready to tackle this. I guess it's not nearly as difficult to drive as the little sports coupe, which we managed to do a 3-minute time in. Look at this little beauty. I forgot the rear mirrors, or the side mirrors, but yeah, that's another story. The Wilhelmsburg. Let's try it out. And we are ready to go. I'm probably going to blast some really chill music because the engine is just so quiet in this one. And off we go, off the line. And Evertsen S's. Oh yeah, good entry, a bit aggressive maybe. There too, but I mean we have super soft suspension, so why not? Oh, not too aggressive in this curve. Yeah. A bit of oversteer. Too much gas. There we go. Full throttle. A bit of braking before Brian's bend. Yeah. And yeah, that worked. And hard braking for Banhammer head. Oh, nice and clean. Using all the road. Full throttle again. Caswell's carousel. Come on, steer around. Oh, don't place it on the wall. Yes, well done. Now for the slingshot. I'm going to tap the brakes a little bit and then try to stay clean throughout. We reach 200, tap the brake a little. Now get back on the throttle, tiny bit. Yeah, lots of understeer and full throttle again, up to the 250 mark. And there we go. Smooth braking. Whoa, almost wanted to leave me. Okay, we're slow enough, I guess. 90. Oh, that's not slow enough. Whoa, shit, that's so slippery there. This is an off-camber corner and bumpy too. So, killer up chicane, we can brake late. There we go. Oh, brake. Holy shit, those brakes. Oh, we made it just barely. Okay. It's almost like we had brake fade there. Oh, maybe we had. Those brakes. Oh, those brake temperatures aren't looking good. Still green. Still green. I mean, that should be fine. Alright, Adam's apex. Oh, come on, steer. Yes. Oh, terrible line. Absolute garbage line through there. And Cossack corner on the brakes. Yes, don't go too slow. Over the jump. And early braking for this one. Oh, that wasn't early. Whoa. Come on, full throttle. To the line. Go, Rob. Go. Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, yes. 2:46.7. And we're back in automation with the times on the timesheet. Well, in automation we had a 2:32.54, and in BeamNG I managed a 166 seconds. That is a 2:46.74. And that means we get a score of 91.5%. And that doesn't necessarily tell you that I'm a better driver all of a sudden. That tells you that this car is far more drivable than our first candidate. And of course, before we leave you here, I have to tell you, in the description down below, you will find the Wilhelmsburg König as the .car file. for you to try out and get a higher driver score. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.